Hello and good morning, welcome to New Forest Morphs. I hope everyone's had a wonderful Valentine's weekend. Jared is back, so welcome back, Jared.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
A bit better.
Yeah.
Still not 100%, but...
Yeah, it's good to see you back, Jared. We've all missed you and a lot of love has been shared with the channel and prayers for you. So it was lovely because we had a joint meal last night together, didn't we, and celebrated Valentine's Day together.
Our families, not just me and Dad.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
And it's quite funny because Jess likes to watch the videos and you came in this morning into the office and what was it you...
If you want to have a laugh, watch the video of Dad dancing in ×2 speed.
Oh, Michael Jackson, yeah, you know the Michael
All
Jackson.
of it, ×2 speed.
Yeah, it makes me look as fit as I was many years ago without my hip problem. It doesn't. My hip problem seems to go away when you put it in double speed. So that's a little challenge for you guys. If you want to enjoy my dancing of Michael Jackson dancing, then put it into double speed, and you'll. I'll have to probably in the future when I do an edit, Jared, I'll probably do double or 4 times speed to make it really funny. But no, that was really good. But we did have one loss today as we came in. We've been checking the eggs, Jared, just to give us an update on the eggs and what's going on there.
Yeah, so one of the eggs...
You can show them if you like. Well, not to get them out, but just show them.
They're all in there. There was 7 to start with, and we had a problem with the other incubator where it was a bit cold, and we moved them across to this one. And we checked this morning, and one of the eggs was green and mouldy and smelling bad, so
yeah, we lost one.
We got rid of that egg.
That was the one in the centre of the clutch where the water must have dropped on more, and that was the one I think that had more water than anything else. So I think water damage on eggs just makes a huge, I don't think it was necessarily the cold, because we did have a drop in temperature. That's
what it was the cold that caused the condensation. Yeah.
That's the problem. So we're learning from that. Now, have you checked the other incubators to make sure it's okay, Jared?
Yeah, it's working perfectly now.
Yeah, so I think we've resolved the glitch on that one, so it should be okay, but we're going to stay in here for now. So we've got 6 eggs, we've counted them, and most of them have got veins.
5 of them have got healthy veins. One of them, I can't really see veins, but we're going to leave it anyway.
So one of them may not be fertile. There is something very small. I can see some small veins, Jared. We'll see what happens, but we might lose another one. And you've separated a couple of them as well, haven't you? Because
yeah, there was a few that were touching the mouldy egg, and there was a little bit of wet on them, so I've dried them out and I've separated them from the rest so they don't turn the others bad.
Yeah. So we've got 6 eggs there at the moment. We'll keep you posted with how those eggs do, but they've been in there now, what, 10 days?
Yeah. So
we've had them for nearly 10 days, and we'll see where we go.
If they can make it to the 1st of April, then we'll have some babies.
Yeah. A lot of people said they enjoyed the Dreamsicles yesterday, and Justin Gabelka put out a lovely film that inspired us this morning while we were cleaning. And you can see it's feeding day, Jared. We've got everything ready. We've got over 100 meals to feed this afternoon, haven't we, Jared? So we'll let them defrost. We'll put them near the heater so they'll defrost better. We tend to open up the larger rats so we don't leave them in their bags, but we keep the smaller stuff, which defrosts quicker, in their bags. It keeps it fresher. But the larger rats need to defrost correctly at room temperature, so we normally give it about 5 to 6 hours, and that will permeate in here and the smell will get going. But I thought what we'd do is we'd do a quick look at the Dreamsicle combinations, Jared. So if you want to join me over here, I'm going to use our genetic whiz to go through what's available for anyone that wants to get into the Lavinder Albino project, because they are gorgeous. What I've done here, Jared, is I've gone to the European market, and you can see there's very few snakes available in the European market.
Yeah.
A Lavinder Albino Pied, which is this one here. Python Bull's got one available, a male for €1,700. So if we have a look at that one, if you want to get into the project, the quickest way, Jared, is to get a male, bring him up, and then plug him into your Pied girls to produce.
Or if you can get double hets or double visual.
Double hets or double visuals. Well, that's a nice looking Pied, isn't it, Jared? Do you like the look of that?
Yeah, it's pretty.
Yeah, and it looks as though the guy's got, let's have a little look and see. So this one is 700 grams, so that is almost up for breedable weight there. So
that is breedable weight.
Breedable weight. So he's producing a male for you there. It's a male. That was 1st of September 19, so it's going to be a year and about 4 months old. 4 months, so it'll be about 16 months to go. And if you can get it shipped over, I would recommend, if you want to get into the Dreamsicle product, try to get a male visual. If you can't get any others, a male visual will fast track you onto the project. And then you can either plug them into some of your Pied girls to produce visual Pieds het for Lavender, and that's another way of getting into it quite quickly. And then you raise those female hets up and then plug him in again, and you'll get some visual ones. If you've got Pied yellow belly, because Justin's talking about yellow belly and orange dream going in, and we want to do that ourselves. We'll show you a clip of his snakes in a minute. That's quite a good way of getting into it. So if we just go back to what else is available here. So you've got a female for €1,800. You'll find that the European market is much cheaper than the American market, Jared. they'll be paying like $2,500 for theirs, maybe more. So the Europeans tend to be more price competitive. And let's have a look at this female, see what this is the one that's available. Beautiful snake, just look how orange that is, Jared. And that hasn't been airbrushed, that is the natural colour of these Lavinder Albinos. And that's why we're falling in love with them, they're so gorgeous. And let's have a look at this one. So this one's 200 grams, born in 2020. You've got Australian reptiles is the same.
Austrian.
Is it Austrian? Austrian reptile, sorry. And that was 1st of June 21. And that's 200 grams. Now, the ones that we bought were...
No, 6th of January 21.
Oh, 6th of January 21, sorry.
Unless we've gone back in time.
Oh yeah, sorry, that's the American way of doing things. So, 6th of January, so that would be about just over a month and a bit old. And it's 200 grams, so he's obviously feeding it well. And Justin talks about feeding his hatchlings twice a week, which we've been trying to do. And I think there's a lot of mileage.
Not anymore, but we used to do it.
To start with, you know, when the babies need to be built up. And I think
2 pups is not
yeah, when you've got pups, there's hardly anything going in them, so give them a couple of pups and then give them a rat fluff. And I think what it does is if you bring on your hatchlings on a little bit faster, they'll grow to adult size a lot quicker. So you're not power feeding them, you're giving them what they can digest and poo out, because the babies
kickstart.
Yeah, the babies poo every 3 or 4 days, don't they, Jared, as opposed to the adults are once a week.
All the time.
So if they're pooing and getting rid of it, you can see that their metabolism is designed to take an extra meal. So you're not really power feeding them, in my opinion, you're actually giving them what they need. And we found by doing that, Jared, that a lot of our hatchlings have now progressed a lot quicker, and much quicker than our first year. So it's a good technique that we've learned, and I know it's extra work for us and extra money, but it does bring these hatchlings on a lot quicker.
Yeah.
And then you start using multis, they really do power on. And we've been feeding our Dreamsicles multis, so they're about, how old are our Dreamsicles, Jared?
We got them last year.
So I think David Rush,
I think July.
Rushton, we bought them in July, but he produced them in May. So they're only 9 months old, and they're already 900 grams, 100 grams a month on average. That's what they put on, Jared. So they're amazing feeders, and we haven't power feeded them, have we? We've stopped feeding them once a week. We've been feeding them for the last 5 months, but they just retain so much of the food that they take, Jared, which is really cool.
We got them in August 2020.
August 2020. So they were probably.
They're about 200 grams when we got them.
200 grams. So we've taken effectively what you
buy.
They're
over 1,000, aren't they?
Yeah, they're about 1,000 now. So if you take an animal like that, within about 9 months, you can get them up to 1,000 if you do it right, and if they've got a healthy appetite. I just look at the shape of the head stamp, Jared. Aren't they gorgeous?
Yeah.
Donut head stamp. Yeah. The oranges and the whites are lovely, and that's a beautiful animal. So that's all good. Let's see what else we've got here in terms of Dreamsicles. So these are the ones that have sold. Now this one is one that I was going to buy from Dave. I think this is one of Dave's. No, it's not. It's a French one, this one. But I was going to buy a mature adult female and male and get straight into it from Dave Rushton, and we decided to raise ours up in the end. We thought it would be more cost effective to do that. And if you want to buy an adult version, this is the one that's available. Well, it's on hold now, but look at the price, Jared. 1,800 grams, 2017, and you're looking at €2,800 for that. So you can see that they do double in price if you have one that's already got to the point where that's now ready to be bred. And you can see they do fade as they get older, Jared. This one does look like it's faded.
Yeah.
But they're still pretty, but you can see the extra purples coming out. So that what you see as white becomes more purpley. You can see that the adults, but that will produce amazing offspring for you. So if you want to jump in, you need about €3,000 to cover your postage as well. So there's another example of how to get into it. Let's have a look and see what other things we've got here. So we've got here some other ones that have sold. Here's a really cheap way of getting into it for those on low budgets. Now this is a possible het Dreamsicle. Okay, and that one is 915 grams, and it is a male, is it? No, it's a female. So this is from RM Reptiles. He's selling a possible piebald lavender. There's no guarantee there. They're €50, which is unbelievably cheap, but there's a big risk there. So when you get, it's over 700 grams now. So if you were to get, Jared, one like this, what are the, obviously it's a cheaper way of getting in, but what are the downsides of what could go wrong for you?
I mean, the worst thing that would happen is it doesn't have either of those genes in it. But even if that happens, you've got a lovely breedable female for €50.
Absolutely.
That
She's not
could
quite
give
breedable.
you-
She's 900 grams, isn't she? So
I know, but like future.
in a
breedable.
year's time, you could probably breed with her. So what we're saying is that you end up with you can't lose on that one, can you? Because you've got the chance of getting so it's got a possible Pied or a possible Lavender Albino in there, which means
the chances are you'll have one of them.
Yeah.
And then you just produce double hets and breed.
And if you get really lucky and you've got both, it'd be amazing, really.
Yeah.
So there's another way of doing it. Someone's obviously taking a risk on that and bought it. And then we'll have a look at the American market in a minute.
Because you'll spend 50 quid, 50 euros on a normal, so
yeah,
that makes sense.
Yeah, now it's a shame there isn't one here. There's no image on this one, but you've got a GHI Mojave double het. So if you get a double het, which is guaranteed. So here you've got a piebald and Lavender Albino. So these are 100% het, but you've got those guaranteed genes, Mojave and GHI, in there as well.
Japri.
So that would be quite a good gamble. For £750 a male, not only are you going to be able to produce Dreamsicles, but you'll have that Mojave and GHI in there as well. So for $750, that's not a bad deal at all. That would be something worth considering.
Yeah.
So there's no picture on that one, unfortunately. Mainly because it's probably, don't know why he hasn't done a picture there. And then you've got some that have a possible fire. So exclusive snakes have got 2 more in Europe. Again, they've been sold. You can see how
It's hard to tell because there's hardly any pattern.
Yeah, you see that this one's got very, what they call high white, don't they?
Yeah.
So it's still got beautiful eyes, and this is a very good breeder, but possible fire in there. So because it's much brighter, the fire brightens up the gene. So you could be buying another gene in there, but there's no guarantee. It's hard to identify whether there's fire in there.
The other one looked like it had it.
Yeah. So if we look at the price on those, Jared, that's €2,150, but you're getting possible fire in there, and the weight of the animal, does it have the weight in there?
No. It's a female born in July 19th, so I'm assuming it's
going to be probably similar size to ours, I'd imagine. And then the other one that has fire in, which one was it, Jared, that you thought? This one?
Yeah, that's definitely got it.
You sure?
Yeah, have a look at the patterning.
So you said you're still calling it possible fire?
I think that's got it. Because if you look at it compared to all the other ones,
Yeah, let's get a higher resolution picture on it, have a look. So why do you think
there's
that's got
patterning
fire?
here. See the flames coming up the side.
Oh yeah, yeah,
I'd say there's a good flame right there.
yeah.
I'd say that is fire, but I mean,
Okay.
don't quote me.
Okay. So there we go. And anyway, that has been sold anyway. So let's look at the American market, because we're looking at 2 markets here, and we'll look at some of Justin's snakes. How much time have we got on the ticker, Joe?
15.
15, that's fine. So let's have a look and see what the American market has to sell here. So you've got, let's go to number 1. So you can see there aren't that many Dreamsicles out there. Billy at Mutation Creations sold an awful lot. He produces a lot of them.
Yeah.
So that's a big market for the US and Canadian market. But there you go. Justin Gabalka's produced, in his video, he shows this one. In fact, I'll go to it. I'll go to it, Jared. So this is a beautiful snake. And what would you say, Jared? Enchi Dreamsicle. So look what Enchi does to the Dreamsicle. We're going to put Enchi in ours, aren't we?
Oh, for sure.
Is it worth putting Desert Ghost in there? Because we've got Desert Ghost Enchi. Could we put in a Desert Ghost?
Well.
Because that cleans up as well. A Desert Ghost
We get
Enchi.
triple hit.
That'd be absolutely insane. So that could be a project for us going forwards. And the price on that's $4,000 US. So you can see that once you get another gene in there, the price of $2,500 goes up to $4,000 very quickly.
I think that's a world's first as well, that one.
Is that a world's first? Yeah.
I mean, he's probably got other ones that he's kept, but
yeah,
he said that that's the first time he's produced it.
And it's a male, so you can carry that into a lot of your other Dreamsicles, so that would be very valuable to anyone. I think it's a beautiful gene, so well done, Justin, for sharing that with us. And then here we've got a Lavender Albino, which again in the US they're going for about 2.2, Jared,
Yeah.
as a male. That's a baby just born this year as well. Amazing. And then another Lavender Albino, same company.
What's that in pounds? 18?
The 2,200 is about just short of about £1,900, 2,000 euros basically.
Yeah.
So the American market is more buoyant, there's more demand, therefore there's less supply, therefore there's better prices. In Europe we're catching up with you guys. This one is a Lavender Pied, possible something in here, so he's gone for 3,200.
Possible hit.
Do you reckon that's what?
Xantic or something?
Look how beautiful that is though, Jared. Stunning animal, isn't it?
Gorgeous.
What would you say is the het in there?
Well, I saw it.
Okay.
Xantic.
It's Xantic. So we've got lightning pieds, haven't we, Jared?
Yeah.
Imagine if we put our lightning pieds in with the Dreamsicle project. That'd be insane.
Potentially.
Could
it
be.
depends, because the black and white could get rid of the lovely colours of the Dreamsicle.
The reason I say I think it'll work, Jared, is because we've got black-haired lavender Zeus, who's gorgeous lavender. And when you put black-haired or anything black into the Dreamsicle project, the whites really pop.
And Exantic takes out the pigments.
Yeah. Well, we can see this is Pied board lavender. This is possible het Exantic VPI. So we'll have to see what happens.
Yeah.
On that one, but
all I know is that
just
there's a beautiful snake.
Look how dark the orange.
Get the colours.
Yeah, look how dark the oranges are, Jared. Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Beautiful. And there's a close-up of the head there. Do you want to see a close-up of the head? What about that for a snake? Look how beautiful these Dreamsicles are.
Yeah.
Look at the eyes, Jared. You can see that compared to a normal albino, the albino eyes much darker. Lavender albinos,
yeah.
Which is really nice. And I'm so glad that we have that in our projects, Jared. But I'm really enjoying doing this little combo for you guys. And here we've got let's see what other things we've got here available. So you've got here another Dreamsicle, $2,000. You've got another Dreamsicle, $2,000.
Very low white.
That one's a Dreamsicle Yellow Belly. That goes straight up to 3.2, Jared. When you put Yellow Belly in, just look what it does.
It's hard to see on the low whites, but it makes the colours rip.
Look at that, beautiful. And the Yellow Belly jaggedness is in there. See the jaggedness? And that, I think that's a beautiful, beautiful snake. So
it's
Yellow
a
Belly.
Dreamsicle.
It's a pumpkin Dreamsicle, and we've got pumpkins. We can put our Dreamsicle male into our pumpkins, Jared. Give it 3 or 4 years, we could produce some amazing snakes. And if we get Orange Dream and Yellow Belly in, which Justin's done.
We've got an Orange Dream Yellow Belly girl, so.
Orange Dream Yellow Belly girl, which one's that? What do you mean? Oh yes, we have.
Have a quick look.
She's in Sherman, remember, Jared?
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's Hazel. See.
She's in her hide as well.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've got that combination. We've got to just bring her up to size and plug in the Dreamsicle male into her, Jared. That would be insane. And then we can produce some hets that will have Dreamsicle, Orange Dream and Pied. Double hets with Dreamsicle and Yellow Belly in, Jared. So that female could be worth her weight in gold going forward. And she's a gorgeous looking snake, isn't she?
Yeah.
So we've got some really exciting things, guys, and we can't wait. 5-10 years down the line, you're going to see some amazing animals coming out here. So I'm super excited about the Dreamsicle project. I'm so glad Jared got me into it. You spotted the Dreamsicles earlier on, didn't you?
Yeah.
When they come, guys, take them because they go like candy. They go fast. Okay, so let's have a look and see what other ones we've got here.
But make sure you get ones that are quality, like really nice oranges, nice whites.
You'll find that a lot of the ones that you get, they come from either someone like Billy at Mutation Creation or Justin. Ralph Davis was the first one to produce a Dreamsicle in 2005. And Justin was bought a snake off him, and he basically taken it to the next level. So, but he does give credit in his video. Please go and look at Justin's video. He put it out this weekend. It was a really good watch. We watched it while we were cleaning today, didn't we, Jared?
Yeah.
And that's what's inspired us to do this. So the Dreamsicle, look at that for Dreamsicle, Jared. I want you to home in on that one. There's a very low white. Look at the white.
I love the low white.
Look at the low white, Jared. And look how gorgeous when you contrast it on black.
It's amazing.
Remarkable balls. I mean, that really is a remarkable ball, Jared, isn't it?
Remarkables, yeah.
Yeah. So let's see what else you've got in the American market. You've got a straightforward lavender. So you are picking them up for about $2,000. This one is a bit more, $2,500.
Female.
So it's a male, but it's probably a mature male. You're probably paying for its size. Let's see what you're paying for here. So it's 650. So he's brought that one on. So that's ready to breed. So you pay an extra 500 for it to be ready to breed. And perhaps some people want to do that. Some people, I prefer to bring them on, Jared, don't you?
Yeah.
Because then you are bonding with that animal from day one. Here you've got a Dreamsicle which is 3,000, Jared. Now why would that be so expensive?
It's a bright coloured female. I think that you're paying for quality there. If you look at the actual snake, it looks amazing.
You like a nice mixture between.
I like it when they're dark orange. That's my favourite. When they're quite a light yellow, is not my favourite.
I love the little tail bit. I love the white. It's a nice balance there. It's a lovely head stamp. So
and then the patterning here.
Yeah, crazy patterning. What's going on with the patterning, Jared?
I don't know.
Is there something else going in there? Do you think? I mean, he's only selling it as a straightforward.
Does it say the
Dreamsicle? But that's 3,000 Ontario, but that's US dollars. It's not even Canadian dollars. So it doesn't have the pairing in there, but very interesting. And let's go and see what else we've got. Now, this one is Corey Woods.
Same again.
3,000. Then you've got another one, 2250. Pretty. Banana double het Dreamsicle for 500. That's worth looking at. Should we have a look at that, Jack? Because I love banana. So you've got a banana double het here. 330, born in September 2020. $500 US for that. And is it a male? It's a male. So that's another way into the project. So you can see there's a few spots on the banana. It looks like a ultramel to me. Doesn't it look like an ultramel, Jack?
On that screen, but if you look at it down here,
yeah,
very much banana.
Yeah. So I wonder what banana looks like as a visual with the Dreamsicle. That could be interesting, Jack. Because banana pieds are
both
lovely.
similar.
Yeah, ultramel. Actually, put an ultramel and the Dreamsicle together, that would be awesome.
Potentially, yeah.
God, I don't think anyone's produced an ultramel Dreamsicle. We've got the capability to do that, Chad, with all our ultramel stock. So there's something else new to get into. And then let's quickly wrap up and then we'll see what else we've got here. So there's another one there. Let's look at the ones that have sold. You find that Mutation Creation have sold most of theirs. Here's another one that's available. This is just under 1,000. This is a Pastel Orange Dream.
Canadian dollars, is that?
And that's Canadian dollars, so I'm not sure how much that works out. But let's see what we've got here. There's the animal.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
That Orange Dream's really coming
It reminds me of our Hazel, that one.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? So if we can plug our male into Hazel, this is what we're going to produce. We're going to be producing Pastel Orange Dream.
Pastel.
No, we'll have Yellow Belly, even better.
Yeah.
So there you've got. So you've got 100% het for Piebald and 100% het for Lavender Albino, but you've got Orange Dream and Pastel.
Possible het.
Possible hets, and that's 100% genetic stripe.
Yeah.
So there we go. There's an interesting option for you. And let's see what else we've got. These are the ones that are sold. 2,500 for Dreamsicle. 2,250. Mutation Creation have got selling theirs for 2,250. That one was a female. They got an extra $500 for that because it's female. But look how gorgeous they are. We've got to look at them, Jared. Beautiful. Really, really beautiful. Have a look at that, Jared. Isn't that? Look at the orange, bright orange, the intensity. Yeah. So I've got a feeling that they've got a really high-end gene in there.
Good quality.
Got good quality in there. Look at the eye. Beautiful. It looks nice on the white as well. I think they like the way they present their snakes. It really does. Good job. You can learn a lot from the top breeders, guys. So watch and follow them because they will give us plenty of good tips. And then here we've got some more Dreamsicles. This is the one I want to show, a yellow belly Dreamsicle that's sold for Mutation Creation. Just look what yellow belly does. Now you've got, I know it was Valentine's Day yesterday, Jared, but what does that remind you of, that mark in there?
Lips.
Yeah, so you want to kiss that one, don't you? Well, it's
not particularly, but it's a beautiful snake.
Yeah, is it lovely, Jared? Beautiful, beautiful snake. So you're paying extra money for that. And then we'll look at a couple of other pictures he's put out there. Beautiful looking snake. Beautiful, Jared, beautiful. Lovely.
Nice.
So, let's almost wrap up on the Dreamsicles here. I wanted to show a bit of Justin's. Now here we've got a Dreamsicle that's being sold for $4,500. Now why is that $4,500, Jared?
It's 2016.
So is that a mature adult?
I'm assuming, but that looks like a picture of a baby.
Right. So what you've got here is you've got a 660 gram male. Now that would worry me. If it's 4 years old, 5 years old nearly, and it's 660, there's a feeding problem with this one.
Either that or they've made a mistake on the editing.
Yeah.
What does it say?
I was afraid this might happen. The guy will be on hold until the end of February. We've worked him into our breeding plans for this year. 2016 Dreamsicle male. He's currently eating live rats and has also readily taken thawed and live mice ready for a new home. This guy has the size to breed for you. Okay, so the reason why he's so small, unfortunately, is because he's been bred as a very small animal. I don't like this because I think our males have got to be packing on 1,200 to 1,500 for that level of age to them. I don't like to see a 600 gram snake that's 5 years old. To me, that's almost breeding it to death. Poor fella. And so this is what I'd watch out for here, is that just be careful what's being sold out there, because I wouldn't want a snake like that, Jack, because I don't think it's been properly nourished and fed. It's been exploited a little bit here. So these are things to watch out for when you're looking at these things. So let's see what else have we got, Jared. So and he wants $4,500 US dollars for that, which is extortionate in my book. 2,000 for that male. See the double in price, Jared?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, to me it doesn't seem right to me. It doesn't feel right. The Dreamsicle here is 2,000. That one's 2,000. That one's 2.5. And then Mutation Creation's got a nice male out for 2,250. So that to me is a sensible price. Let's see the size of Billy's snake. Contrast that. So it's nearly 300 grams. It's less than, you know, it's a year and a bit old.
Where was it updated?
I don't know, Jared. But anyway,
Last,
it's been
oh yeah,
sold.
good.
Yeah.
Last renew was the 28th of Jan 21.
Okay. So it may well be that it's a lot more weighty than that, but anyway, I like to see good sized healthy animals. And here we've got a fire. Now this is the most expensive one on the market, which is now sold. This is what fire does. Black pastel.
It's not fire.
Is it black pastel?
It's fireball pythons is the name of the people that sell it.
Sorry. So this is what a black pastel does to your animal, Jared. You know, you wanted to look at it, see what the impact of a black gene does to Dreamsicle.
Well,
What do you
a
think?
darkening gene.
Darkening gene.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Do you like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I like the dark oranges.
So that's what we're shooting for. We've
Yeah,
got a
so-
blackhead lavender, which we're going to plug into some females in the future. He's already got blackhead in theirs. We bought it about a year ago, and there was only 2 in the UK, and we've got one of them. And we're just bringing him on at the moment. He's not ready to go in yet, and that's Zeus. But when he's big enough, we're going to be plugging him in, aren't we, Jared? And I think he'll be a very important part of the Dreamsicle project. But no, I love the look at that snake. Look how dark that.
Yeah.
It's almost got like a really darkening effect, the black pastel. Imagine blackhead and other black genes going in there, leopard, all these things going in, Jared. Could be amazing. So, there's some potential there. And let's just have a look at the last one here, which you've got, which is £225, 100% het lavender, 66% pied for that one. So you can get into a possible project there for a low budget. I'll have a quick look. How much time we got, Jared?
3 minutes.
3 minutes. Okay, we'll wrap it up now just with a couple of things. Just wanted to share some of the thought for the day, which that was the homemade card I made Mandy because we love our Frenchies. And these are the ingredients that I believe make for happy relationships. So you've got 4 small kisses, 6 giant hugs, 1 cup of kindness and 3 cups of love, 5 tablespoons of happiness and 2 caring hearts make for a wonderful relationship. So there's our ingredients for loving relationships. And to finalise the quote, I've got here a quote called "Love is important. Love is so important in everything we do. Love brings out the very best in every point of view. It's easier to be loving than to hold onto a grudge. We get stuck in negativity and our ego will not budge. Experiences, good and bad, will always come and go. Being able to love regardless is how our spirits grow. Love works in mysterious ways to soften any concern. Giving love away freely reaps loving rewards in return. How wonderful and magical we feel when we are in love. We truly are on top of the world. There's nothing we can't rise above. Let's turn all negative thinking into positive loving thought by spreading love, joy and peace as for thousands of years we've been taught. And that was by Jean Kay. And that was her perspective on love, which I like a lot because love begets love, and we're sending you lots of love and we're feeling all your love. We've had some beautiful comments. How much time have we got, Jared?
1.5 minutes.
So quick one is basically to say that Angel at Headhunter Exotics thinks I should I deserve to have a place on American Got Talent, and I'm going to ask Simon Cowling to give me a call if he wants me to go on the show. Dutchie says she couldn't keep up with all the accents on my A to Z snake loving. Mum and Dad loved the A to Z song I sang them, and I played that to them last night, and they brought tears to their eyes. Gavin thinks that he uses Quality Street for his rubs. He thinks round's better than square, and thank you for that. Papa Nev at Straight Balling Pythons, he thinks those dance moves were absolutely awesome. Patrick says, I see you've got the moves on MJ, and he also says he loved the A to Z video. AF AF also said absolutely brilliant way of using A to Z as a renewal. He loved the A to Z and he questioned why we used the word Z. And then finally Hamlin, very nice. A to Z was superb. Mum and Dad must have really loved it, and they did. So there we go. Bye bye, see you next time.